why IC with every session's title? IC rhymes with IC. IC stands for Integrative Complexity, or IC for short. IC is all about seeing the big picture. The activities from session 1, the film clips and value spectrums, the David Goes to the Pub drama, and the various activities we'll do in this session and in the rest of the sessions, these are all steps towards IC. IC is a way of thinking that enables different parties, like David and his friends at the pub, to remain committed to their own positions, but also able to listen to the other. Able to find some shared values and win-win solutions. We'll see more examples of this during this session and the sessions to come. Low IC means we see the world in black and white. This ends up in conflict. High IC sees the big picture. It's normal that each person tends to see only part of the picture. From where they are sitting, this is how it looks. What happens when they threaten each other? They become more extreme in their positions. Their vision constricts. They see things in black and white. Us versus them. We feel safer in groups. Now it seems like our group's viewpoint is really 100% correct. Why does this happen? It's the way that our brain is wired to respond to a sense of threat. Fight or flight. IC lowers. Vision constricts. Now it's us against them. It's all about survival. There are strong emotions in this part of the brain shouting louder than the neocortex, the thinking part of the brain. Studies now know which parts of the brain shout louder when we feel threatened, when IC lowers. Do you want to stay there, only seeing in black and white categories? In order to deal with our complicated problems, we need to see the whole picture. We need to think with the whole of our brains. We need IC. Branching out means you know your own mind. You protect yourself and your values. You break down black and white categories. What are the exceptions to the rule? You brainstorm a wide range of viewpoints. You find common values, even with the other group or person. You actively listen to many viewpoints, even when you disagree, weaving together all of your thinking. Weaving together means you think it through. Cherry pick the best ideas. Get a bit of both ends of the value spectrum. Trial and error till it works. Realistic, practical solutions. Keep your most important values while you are looking for win-win solutions, because these are peaceful and stable. You get what is most important to you, and so does the other group or person. Learn to use the level of IC that best fits the situation. You can be flexible. Sometimes it is right to see moral outrage in black and white, but then we have to grow in IC beyond that in order to solve the problem. We all start out fused to our surroundings. Everything is grey and blurry. We don't really see the world clearly. We see it simply in the way we've been told to see it. We haven't really started to think for ourselves. We all start out fused to our surroundings. But we start to grow. We start to think for ourselves. And sometimes we're shocked into seeing some really terrible things in life. And it may cause us to see the world in a new way. That there's good and there's evil. There's black and there's white. And we see the world in us and them. That's low IC. And there's a good side to that. We're seeing, maybe for the first time, that there are some terrible injustices. There are some terrible wrongs. But the downside to that is that low IC leads us into conflict. We're not able to solve the problems because we see them only in blunt black and white terms. You're either with us or against us, but the world is more complex than that. We want to be able to solve our problems, so we start scanning, start seeing more of the world, start seeing that there are shades of grey as well as black and white. And our worldview seems more of a jumble. It's more confusing at first to see the other points of view, to see more of the world. We're now at IC level 3, and sometimes we can be tempted to want to go back to the black and white, back to where everything seems simple and clear, right and wrong. But if we keep growing and we keep dealing with reality as it is, black and white and all the shades of grey, if we keep working with it and keep facing into reality, we start seeing that there are ways of weaving together all these different points of view. No one point of view has all the truth. In order to come to a realistic picture of reality, we need to listen to different points of view, but we weave it together ourselves according to our own deep values. And so we're able to branch and weave and come to IC level 5. And when we're at IC level 5, we're able to solve problems and find win-win solutions.